So this is round 2 of recording this shit because our first one deleted for some reason. But welcome to episode 12 of Random Roulette. I am Spooky Suki, and I am here with the ice cream you had as a snack last night, but forgot to put it back in the freezer, and now it's run all over the counter because it's unfrozen. And our first guest, the Terminator.
Oh, we're not going with special this time?
No, we're not going with special this time.
You're not
you complained last time.
Well, the way you said it just made me sound special.
Special guest.
And not the good kind of special.
All right, now I gotta figure out what we talked about
Oh
before it fucked up.
Goals.
Yeah.
Oh
so
yeah.
start with
All right.
goals.
So yeah, we
This is why you have guests.
yeah. Yes, totally. So we were going to talk about our goals and how far we were. So you're Mr.
Ice cream.
Ice Cream.
No.
Sir Ice Cream.
Melted ice cream. We get it right.
Yeah, so I don't really like the idea of New Year's resolutions, mostly because that's a little bit harder to obtain. So I like to theme my years, and this year's theme is we got this. So the idea is to try to be, more work as a team, especially after the last couple of years we had. They kind of went to shit. I think we all kind of grew a little bit, and now we just got to remember how to work together. So, is that goal going well? I think so. Haven't murdered anyone.
The temptation is there.
Anyway.
I'm not a naked person like you are.
All right.
So my goal for the year was to write 5 songs. We're doing okay. We're getting stuff written down. We got 2 songs fleshed out, and then I have an idea for another one. And then I've been working on lo-fi stuff. So
Well, we also did like a lyrics workshop last night, kind of.
yeah, but none of your input was that helpful.
Oh, no, because you have your shit organized so weird.
I do.
I
do.
It's not organized.
It's
is
not.
the catch.
It's not at
It's
all.
all just,
It's just
a
like
mess.
No, but
I have the file. It's a mess.
no,
Yeah.
that's like the coolest part of it though, because then I'm reading these things that they start off as different thoughts, but it's like, wait, put them together.
Yeah,
Did you
he's
show
like-
them the 2 that we have written out?
No. Because I don't have them. They're on yours.
Oh,
And only on yours.
that's nice.
But no, because he was like reading.
Probably share that.
He was reading stuff, and he was like, "Oh, this stuff goes so well together." And I was like, "Those are separate things."
Well, I wrote a hook for the one, and a bunch of your stuff.
Yeah, it fit.
actually fit it as verses.
So that's how we have been doing it.
Oh, it's almost
It's
like you're
been
writing
exchanging.
music.
Yeah. I have one for a bop, and I hope it works.
Well, you
But
haven't
you're
told
gonna
me yet, so
you're
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
it's dumb, and I
Probably.
already know you're gonna say it's dumb.
Yeah, you're gonna give us a sample.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would if I knew what the words were.
Nope.
It's been a while since I looked at them.
So yeah, what is your goals for this year, Terminator?
Well, I don't
That you already
really
talked about?
I don't follow goals either. I just want to get
All right. Yeah.
stuff
What
done.
what stuff?
But
do you wanna get
anyway, a couple weeks ago, I moved into the farmhouse that we've been working on the better part of the first quarter, basically. So that's been a money pit, kind of.
done? Yeah.
But it's been nice, other than, I have to drive 30 minutes to get to work now every day. But
Oh,
it's a nice change.
I should also say this is where our studio is going to be.
Yes.
Because I was talking about that last week.
Yeah.
So, yes, studio is at her place.
In my office, and the vocal booth is like a closet.
It's a closet.
It's a
Like
closet.
a literal closet.
Yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of work. It looked
Yeah, it
not
was
great.
It was pretty outdated.
Well,
and-
yeah. First impressions of walking in, it's like, oh, this is gonna be a mountain to climb. But the
It's
amount of
nice
work
work,
you've
yeah.
done, it looks great.
Well,
It's not
I
been
think you
too
guys
bad.
did most of the work because I think I painted an room.
Yeah, the
Half a
front
room?
foyer with your little tiny roller.
Oh yeah,
The front foyer.
the green white half
Oh,
entryway.
Yeah, we did that. Who did we do that with?
Me.
It was just the three
Oh,
of
it was
us.
just the three of us.
We painted the primer, and then you came
Oh,
in
yeah, I did the green. That's right.
because
I remember now.
some of us were there at 10 o'clock, and
Yeah,
somebody
I-
else didn't show up till 2.
I ain't fucking waking up. I don't know what you're on about.
Anyway,
I
Yeah,
get out of bed to help people.
I'm living there now, but tonight I'll stay in town at my house here. And
You're
Wednesday
so,
nights
You're so bougie. You got a townhouse and a farmhouse.
for a little while till someone else moves in.
Hey, does he have a name yet?
Shredder.
Shredder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
So it's gonna be Shredder's house shortly.
I just want to sing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I know. I'm thinking-
Yes.
Watch out for Shredder. Anyway, so yeah, that my goal's just been to kind of get that
Okay.
in a. I mean, it's in a livable state, but it's just like it's pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah. The bathroom's the roughest part, and
And the kitchen's not great either.
Yeah.
Like
So those will be the
you
biggest.
gotta watch where you step.
Those will be the biggest
sometimes.
hills. What did I talk about now? Oh, I went on a trip for my anniversary.
yeah. 1 year. Good job. You
Yeah.
made it.
The
Yep.
shortest, longest year.
Well, okay, but
That was
everybody,
2020.
and then everybody
We
says
don't
like
talk about that.
they say like your first year is supposed to be like the most difficult, and I'm like, what?
Nah.
How does that?
Yeah, but you guys are weird because you
Yeah.
you work together and do stuff.
Well, it kind of helps that like neither of us give a shit. Works out well that way. But yeah, we went to a Springstown, and I had never had spring water before that, like actual spring water, and I don't know how to describe it either.
Go grab it. We'll do shots.
It's right
I've
there.
had spring water.
Oh,
It's over there. But
I had to filter some dirt out of it, but it was spring water.
oh, this was like they.
I
put it-
know.
Yeah, but it's like it was like kind of had like a bubbly taste to it.
how does it taste? Bubbly.
That's just the difference in elevation.
Well, it tasted the same here. What? I don't know. Whatever, dude.
I don't know.
And then,
I could be wrong. I'm not a scientist.
then we went hiking, and
I know nothing.
I got some gnarly shin splints. And I hadn't had shin splints since I was like in track. So I kind of forgot how awful they are.
It's because you haven't used your legs in years.
No.
Well, what did you wear for shoes? Because that makes a difference.
I wore my hiking boots. Which
How often do you wear those?
every time we go hiking.
So twice a year, maybe?
Yeah, but like I've worn them before and I've
I
never
know, but
gotten
you've
them.
gone all winter without going anywhere in them.
Yeah, but I'm like I've worked out more now
That has nothing to do
and
with it.
I was so less tired, but I don't. He got them too, and I don't know. It's weird. It was a weird thing. And then I got some gnarly carpet burn from only one of my fucking socks.
Wait, what kind of boots do you have?
Oboes.
Okay.
The good shit. We have the good shit.
Oh, yeah, so do I. Mine are Solomon's.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're freaking rad. How do they close up? Is
They're-
it like
they're
a?
ties.
Is it
With
like
laces.
Yeah, they're laces.
okay? Because mine's like the bolo.
Pull string.
Yeah, like when I was snowshoeing, was it the first day? Yeah, it was the first day. The bolo got stuck like right against my Achilles, and that's
Oh,
also where you ratchet
God.
down the
Oh, God, that would suck.
the
Ah,
snowshoe.
Why wouldn't you
No,
fix
thanks.
that right away?
Oh, because I thought it was just like it was
be
like
fine.
something kind of small, and I was like it would kind of work itself out. But
Yeah.
then I had to take everything off to like figure out what the hell was going on. So yeah, I had a
Nope.
blister real
Nope.
bad.
Not about that. I'm also the type of person that like both of my shoes have to be almost the same amount of tightness, otherwise it drives me fucking nuts.
No, I think that's normal.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
What the?
Apparently
Or
it's
it's
not.
just me. I don't know.
You have like one floppy shoe and one really.
Okay, here's the deal. One foot is bigger than the other one.
Well,
so
yeah,
it doesn't bother me.
like
any.
everybody has that, but it's like if one of my shoes is tighter than the other, it makes me mad.
That doesn't bother me. But if my socks don't match, that bothers me.
That doesn't bother me.
Well,
That's a different subject.
Anyway,
when we were in we're in Colorado when we did the Colorado podcast, we went to the Crocs store, right? And I got Crocs.
yeah.
They were selling packages of socks that were 3. Not 3 pairs, 3 socks.
What the fuck?
And they were all different patterns. I'm like, my OCD cannot handle.
No.
Why?
It's just
That's
like, oh, you
so
can mix and
fucking
match
weird.
because Crocs sell socks.
Anyway, enough about Crocs because Crocs are terrible.
You gonna talk about where you stayed?
Oh, did I not talk about that yet?
No.
Okay, well, we stayed in this little tiny cabin, and you walk in, and it's like an 8x8, maybe. I don't know. It's pretty
The
small.
whole thing, or
Like, just the kitchen.
oh yeah,
No.
the kitchen is probably an 8x.
Okay. And then
10,
in the
maybe.
corner, you get the tiny sink and the tiny stovetop and the mini fridge. And then you get, like, a one-person table because you couldn't really fit 2 people there. And then, like, a love seat. Then you walk into the bedroom, and it's another, like... The room's a bit smaller than the kitchen, I think. So it's probably, like, an 8x6. And There's a queen bed in there and a gas stove, which was awesome because the windows leak like crazy.
Like a heater, not like a cooktop.
Yeah, like a heating stove, not a... Why would you have two stoves? Why would you have a stove in the
That's
bedroom?
why it was weird.
No! And then you walk into the bathroom, and to the right is just a fucking enormous bathtub. And then to the left is your toilet and, like, a shower that was...
Corner shower.
No, it wasn't a corner. Well, it was more like... It was like your shower downstairs in your house, in your townhouse.
Okay.
I like the
But
closet things.
a little bit bigger, so it was like a closet shower. And then, yeah, your sink, and... Yeah, that room was probably the same size as the bedroom, just because of this enormous tub in there. But yeah, it was nice though. But yeah, like I was taking a bath the one night, and it was really windy, and it was coming through this stained glass window, and I was like, "That's chilly."
Well, those are also like single pane windows.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Well, it's
They
a
were all
cabin,
like
it's all, yeah.
shitty windows. We think it could have been like a nanny's quarters at one time
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
because that would make sense. So, but it was nice. We had a fun time. That was about all we did though. Like we just went hiking and shopping.
Yeah, I was gonna say you went shopping.
Oh, we went to this really good wine place,
Oh, yeah?
but I forgot what it's called.
Oh, God damn it.
I know. I'm terrible.
This is why we don't ask her for directions either.
And then when we were in Colorado Springs, we went to, I think it was called the Yellow Tea House, and had this lady like makes your tea in front of you. With like a tea set like that, and like pours it out for you, and it was so freaking cool. And then they have homemade dim sum, which is Chinese food, and
Yeah. The dumplings.
we had dumplings, we had fried rice cakes, and wonton soup, and it was all freaking delicious.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and she had like a million tea sets and a million different types of tea, and it was like, I like it here. Can I stay?
Can I work for you? Can I have a job?
Yep. So, but it was fun. Did I talk about? No, that was last time. But it's like you have to panic and get your shit ready before the trip.
Oh, yeah. You're telling me how
Yeah.
vacations for you are just not
Well,
relaxing for some
sometimes.
reason.
Well, but it's mostly like the getting ready to go and then like the getting back and having to deal with all the bullshit because like I was trying to get all of my stuff done before I left.
Yeah.
And I got as much as I could get done. And I was like, okay,
You're
talking
work-wise.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I have left. And he was like, all right, cool. Your checker will finish up or whatever. And I got
That's
back.
never how it works, by
Yeah,
the way.
and I got back and he didn't. And so I had to, even though I had shit scheduled for because I got my part done and he was supposed to do his part basically. And I got back and he didn't finish it or whatever. Like he didn't do the drawings. And I was like,
The easiest part.
yeah. And I was like, bro, what the hell? So I did the drawings and I had to hurry up and get what I was actually scheduled done. But that, it's like the work shit that's stressful on it. But it was a good time. It was fun.
For me, the secret weapon is you always take the day after you get back off as well. Because you need kind of some decompression.
I don't think that would have helped because I would have stressed about having to go back to
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure it still would have been fucking done
Yeah.
either way. So it's fine.
I
It's
don't.
whatever.
I was just like, I come back the day before I go back to work or whatever and just go back. Otherwise, I'm never going to want to go back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was exactly what happened this last time I went on vacation, even though it wasn't vacation.
Yeah.
You're under the weather. That's not vacation.
I moved.
Oh.
I was supposed to actually go on vacation
Oh.
Yeah.
and then decided, oh, I'm going to move instead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you took your whole birthday week off.
I do that every year,
Yeah.
except for I worked Monday, which was dumb.
For the first time ever last year, I took my birthday off of work for no reason other
That's
than
nice.
to just have a day off. And I was like,
It's so nice. Also, do we have any news about next year's trip?
What?
No.
Oh no, I haven't talked to
Frog
New Kid
Mama.
or Frog Mama about it yet.
yeah, 'cause
Cause yeah, we're supposed to go to Arizona next year.
turns old.
Yeah,
Join the 30 club.
Everyone's surprised that I'm 2 years older than him.
because he seems like he's older.
Well, it doesn't help that I look like I'm 12.
I do too. most of the time.
31.
I thought Bent was slightly older than him too, by like a full year.
He's turning 30. Well, according to him, he's turning 29 again, but he's
Oh
actually
my
turning
God.
30. Shithead.
Are we throwing him a jam?
He doesn't want one.
Oh,
I think
well, he's dumb.
I think I'm gonna talk to Leather in 2 weeks when I'm there and see what they want to do.
Leather.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, wait, that makes sense. Never mind.
It's like Brangelina.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
said it. I was like, what? Wait.
That makes
That
sense.
works.
Genius.
That makes sense, though. That's awesome. All right, so if you are like me and don't
Oh, thank God I'm not.
give a fuck about celebrity shit, you probably maybe didn't know what the Met Gala was, because I definitely didn't. So I had to look it up. So
That's one where Hem dresses as a lady. No,
What?
that's Vanity Fair.
what the fuck? Never mind. Shut the fuck up. So Met Gala is to raise money for the Metropolitan Museum of Art Costume Institute. To get a ticket, it's $35,000, and then to get a table is $200K. But you still have to be invited. So you can buy a ticket, but if you're not invited, you're not let in.
You just donated to charity.
Yeah, which is insane. But
I mean, it's still a tax write-off, so
yeah, I suppose. But what was the theme this year? It was like gilded glamour or something?
something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. Most of the time, I just look at the stupid.
Well, it's either you
costumes.
dress on theme or you just like dress really elegant and nice. But there were some people dressed
Like Billie
not
Eilish.
on theme. No, well, that's technically on theme. It's just not her.
Oh no, I liked her.
I liked her dress. It was just
Oh, I was just throwing a name
out
out
of
there.
her.
Oh.
Like,
That's
no,
like
I'm-
out of what her normal style is, and everyone always freaks out when she dresses not in her style,
I thought it was cool.
even though she doesn't have a style.
There was one that I thought was not cool though. Which one was it? God.
Well, I don't know if you know who Emma Chamberlain is, but she's an actress, and they had her like on the carpet doing interviews, and her outfit
Was bad. I
I
really
don't know
liked.
if it was bad. It just wasn't.
Wasn't with it.
Yeah,
I really liked Blake and Lively's.
that was epic.
That was so freaking cool.
Did you watch them undo her train?
No, no,
Oh, it was
I
epic
saw freaking Ryan's face though when
because he had no idea.
yeah, it was like whoa.
You got to look it up. It was sick because it's like bronze and almost like an orange color at first, and then you undo this train that she's got tied up, and it turns turquoise.
Yeah, it was.
It's so cool.
It was supposed to be like Statue of Liberty themed.
Oh.
You can tell I don't watch this at all.
Yeah.
I'm just into.
Oh,
I'm
I didn't-
into fashion, just not that into fashion.
I didn't like Lizzo's that much because it looked like she was just wearing a rug.
Let me see.
It was this one.
I mean, I don't hate it.
It was like there's definitely worse, but it's just like
It's very like regal.
So she was wearing Tom Brown, which is like a very gender neutral
yeah,
brand.
they
Yeah.
they wore Tom Brown as well. It's
Yeah,
Travis
I'm
Barker
a-
and
I'm a-
Kourtney Kardashian.
but I don't. His
Big
is
fan of his
fine.
kilt.
His is fine and dandy, but hers is weird.
That's Tom Brown though.
Yeah,
That's
I
just how
know.
it is.
I know.
No, it's
I've
like
seen it before.
It's like a tuxedo kilt. That's amazing.
Like if I had tons of money, I would totally buy all of their suits because they look.
Oh yeah,
really
Tom,
nice.
Tom Brown skirts and stuff are nice too.
I'm not into skirts.
I know you're not into skirts, but I would wear skirts.
I wear dresses when it's required, and that's it.
Which reminds me, I need to pick out a bridesmaid dress.
Yeah, you probably should.
I keep forgetting about that. Oh, I didn't like Kylie Jenner's,
I didn't hate it,
but yeah.
it's definitely not on theme.
But they said it was to honor the late
Yeah, well, all
designer of Off-White.
Yeah.
But I can't like. Usually this site has a bunch of them. I can't find them.
So I don't know if you heard about Kim Kardashian's dress.
Yeah, it was.
That's the one I did hear about.
Marilyn Monroe's.
Yeah, and like her
Like,
ass
I-
wouldn't fit into it.
I get why she did that, but at the same time, like
I think she
her
fibbed.
diet choices was not probably
I
the safest.
I don't think she fibbed. I think she kind of fibbed about her diet that she had to do. I don't think that was 100% true.
Well, her trainer came back and like talked about it, and she said, "Yeah, that's probably not the best way to do it, but she was dedicated, and it was her choice,
So did like the Christian Bale thing when he did The Machinist.
sort of, but not that extreme. Like she worked for it, but not in the healthiest
Well,
way.
and then she wore another Marilyn Monroe dress for
When she-
the after party.
Yeah, when
apparently,
she accepted some award.
but it's Kim Kardashian, so I
Can't really be fucked
I
about
don't
it.
fucking care.
I thought it was hilarious. Pete wore sunglasses the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's
you
coked
can't
out of
tell.
his gourd.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll happen. All right, so what do you got?
So, Nucor, the largest steel company in the world,
Oh,
and
God
the environmental
damn.
stewards, more corporate speak, they do try to do stuff for the environment, if you actually know some of the people, whatever. So we planted a forest this last weekend around our office building. So a forest actually is there's like a national registry of forests. So it has to be 250 trees, and then it has to have a continuous canopy of some square footage. I can't remember what that one is. So in one afternoon, we just kind of got a bunch of people together, and we planted 250 trees all around the property.
Oh.
It took months of planning, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't in on any of that. I know.
One of my podmates was part of the committee.
I know. Shredder's girlfriend was a huge part of that. And they put together this whole huge, thing with it, and because there are people bringing families, and they'll plant a bunch of trees together. So you can name a tree. I didn't quite know what the hell was going on. I thought they were asking for my name, so there's a tree in the forest named with
Oh
my
my
name on it.
god.
Yeah, so that's hilarious. And they had some food. They had Weaver's barbecue. What was the other?
Weavers.
Like Gary Weaver.
Oh. I was thinking of the liquor store. I was like, what?
Yeah, I was also,
Yeah, they do barbecue now.
Also, not what it's called anymore.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
I'm old.
Leon's, and then there's this pizza place that has like a pizza oven. I didn't know existed. I'm like, why? I haven't never heard of this. It's not that far from my house. It's up on Benjamin, kind of by Godfather's, I do believe. And
What's it called?
I can't remember,
No. That's helpful.
but I know it's near North Fork Bakery.
It's like a pizza oven on a trailer.
Yeah,
Oh, really? So they just like take it places?
yeah.
Oh.
So they just have
okay.
like out behind the office.
I was trying to figure out, do they burn wood for it, or
Yes,
is it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's actually wood fire.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and like
I did not attend, so I
like
don't
that
know.
was really cool. But I got they called it the bee sting, and it's pepperoni with like large chunk mozzarella cheese, and they put jalapenos and spicy honey on it.
Oh,
And it's amazing.
that sounds really good. Yeah.
And then so we also did a bunch of other. They had some activities. We all got shirts. There was one lady that was Natrole. She was passing out succulents. So you'd plant a succulent. So I have one now. I'm trying not to kill it. And then the Arbor Day Foundation, who supplied all the trees, we're giving out saplings. So I actually have a small cherry tree that I'm trying not to kill. His name is Oliver.
Wasn't it the NRD?
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Arbor Day Foundation.
No.
I don't. Yeah, that's right. NRD did a lot of stuff with that.
They got all the trees from the NRD.
Oh, I thought Arbor Day had something to do with it.
No, they just did it because it's around Arbor Day.
Which
I
actually,
wasn't even there.
well, yeah, apparently you had your ear to the ground because people in your pod talking about it. But
No, I read the Facebook post.
oh well, who has a Facebook?
I do because you
Everyone
use it.
the fuck else. You
We
egg.
use it every day.
I have a messenger. That's all I need. I don't need right wing propaganda.
Well, I only saw it because my podmate shared it. So
Anyway.
No, but Arbor Day is actually it's a Nebraska thing. It started in Nebraska City.
Yes.
So yeah, check out us being green and shit.
Well,
it was also the day after. No, I take that back. I was going to say it's the day after Earth Day, but it was the next weekend. So I take that. No, it was not.
It was also cold and rainy and windy and miserable. So there's supposed to be this whole huge like outdoor like picnic thing, and they had to shove everyone inside the building.
And it was nice the next day.
So bad.
don't you love the weather here?
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's
Keeps
another-
you on your toes.
That's another shitty thing when we were on our trip. It was fucking windy in Colorado, too. I was like, this is stupid. We were supposed to leave the fucking wind behind. Yeah, I was quite mad. I even
It's
like...
almost like our weather comes from there.
Reep.
Jesus.
I even like... I complained to the poor Starbucks boy about it, and I was like, it's awfully windy here, man. And he's like, yeah, I've lived here for like 23 years, and I've never seen it this windy. And I was like, this is how it was where I'm from for like weeks.
I told that to Dad, and he's like, "Yeah, this is the windiest I think it's ever been this early
Yeah.
that I can ever
Well,
remember."
and-
Too. Not that he has great memory, but
Well, he
Can't
does.
remember.
He selectively has good memory.
No, I think he just has like moments of lucidity, and then he just has to play the joke.
I just don't ask anymore. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think by the time I turn like 30, I'm just gonna act insane all the time, and nobody will know.
Hey, yes, good. Join the club. Are you ever gonna turn 30?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. Everyone thinks you're older than me, so
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it's just because like my height is taller. I don't know, height difference.
another short joke.
I'll say there's
Cool.
there's the Terminator short
Oh.
joke.
Well, I didn't mean it like a joke. Fuck. Anyway,
Accidentally an asshole.
do you have anything else?
Part of one of the things that were given out was stickers. So I got some new stickers on my car.
Yes, very good.
So I got one. It looks like a mountain, and it says what is it? It's like coffee. What is it? Oh fuck! Coffee and outdoors. You'll find me there, or something like that. I was like, oh, this is clever. And then I also got one with my Olga Kiev T-shirt. It's a tractor with a Ukrainian flag pulling a tank with a
Nice.
sunflower coming out of the top of the tank.
Yes.
I'm like, this is fantastic. And then I also got one that's a dragonfly, because dragonflies are hella awesome. And the next time we land on living things, I might have to do.
Oh, we can already pick something for that
No,
though.
well,
I mean, we could switch it to insects. Anyway,
eventually, someday.
what about you? What do you got? Anything?
Well, I was just trying to think. The only thing that I've been doing is working and, working on the house. But I've been trying to find... I must have really bad circulation in my feet because they're always cold.
Oh, you're talking about your compression
And
socks.
I don't want compression socks. I go all the way up to my knee. So, like, trying to find crew socks that are compression socks is just, like, a hard time because I know you're supposed to wear them up to your knee and I don't want to.
I thought Brett Favre sells some of those.
Those are, like, copper.
Oh, yeah,
Is
copper.
that not what you're looking for?
Not really. I mean, I don't know.
Does the copper actually make a difference, or is that all just
It's probably
It's just to keep the...
Hoodoo?
You know how the elastic wears out in your socks?
Oh, is it to keep the elastic?
It's to keep them tight.
Oh, all right. Then it's not all hoodoo shenanigans then.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's a sign of, me getting old or I'm just tired of my feet getting cold. I don't know.
Oh no, it's definitely because you're getting old. When you're when your weekly goal is to find the best pair of socks, you might be getting old.
Well, I
Yeah.
have these. I bought two, like boot style pair of socks that just must be tight enough on my legs that it helps. So I want to buy more, but I can't find them because it's not boot season anymore.
All right,
So that's been my week.
let's switch gears a little bit and talk about our drinks.
Okay. Well, you found a bunch of really cool stuff in Colorado.
So this was actually a cider that I had tried at that wine shop. It's an Earl Grey lavender. And if you know me, you know I love fucking tea and lavender shit. So I was like, hell yeah. So it's from the Boxing Brothers, which I think is a... Yeah, it's a
Colorado brewery.
Colorado... Where is it? Where does it say? Does it say?
It just says Colorado Proud on it.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't actually say where from. But yeah. And it is absolutely freaking delightful. I love it.
Colorado Springs.
Colorado. Oh, cool. That's where we are at.
Right there.
Oh, all right.
I can read.
Well, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I still don't. I
Got
don't know.
them
Oh,
laser
now I see it.
eyes.
Okay.
I think cider's kind of like the new seltzer. Cider's kind of taken over,
You
and
know,
I'm
yeah, but-
100% okay with that.
Like,
Cider's been around for longer than seltzers, though.
Yeah, but
It's just getting more
Yeah, it's
popular.
getting more
'Cause I
popular.
think people are tired of the
yeah,
seltzer
I am tired
craze,
of. I'm tired of seltzer.
says the seltzer
fart
drinker.
water. No, because a seltzer needs like 9 pounds of sugar for it to taste like anything. It's like, no, this
Yeah,
is,
then it's just horrible for
Yeah.
you, and it makes your teeth hurt.
yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't drink enough of them.
Probably.
Or I drink enough of them and I don't.
Like Stockholm syndrome.
Woo! All right, what do you got? Talk about what you got.
I
I didn't even try it. Let me try it.
go for it. I picked up the Crown Peach Tea
Oh, okay, so-
mix.
It's got this.
Thing.
It's got this texture on the side. Let's see if you can hear it.
A little, not.
Okay, that's gross.
Yeah, that's weird. It feels better than it sounds.
It's like a
It's not that great. I'm not a fan.
Oh God.
Yeah, you expected it to be more like peach flavored
Oh.
and not alcohol flavored.
Yeah, it's just booze.
Oh god.
Because you're probably used to like the twisted teas that
Yeah,
taste
that
better.
actually tastes like tea and not.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not a huge
Oh.
fan. I'm glad these only come in a 4-pack.
I mean, I was.
It's
like.
not. I've drank worse things.
I guess if I was expecting it to be that way, then I probably would have been alright with it. But I wasn't expecting that.
I didn't have high expectations. So.
Oh, okay. Plus,
It
was,
tastes fine to me.
Our expectations were low, but holy fuck.
You've seen what I drink. I'm not
yeah,
really.
Yeah,
I'll drink about anything.
yeah. All right, so.
Well, you also found those dogging on seltzers, but the ones we had.
Oh yeah, but those were actually good.
yeah, but they also
they're-
had a shit ton of flavor in them.
They're a mass, I think is what the brand name was.
Yeah.
Bitches were expensive.
And you didn't give me one?
I still have them.
Oh.
Like I bought a variety pack, so we can try those later.
So I think we had one of each of the three.
Yeah, we had one of each last night.
Just
I don't know. I
tangerine
can't.
and oak. No, mandarin and oak.
Yeah, it was mandarin, vanilla, oak was the sun sign. The other one was hibiscus,
Jasmine.
ginger, and turmeric.
That's right.
And
That would
then-
be good.
The black one is it's jasmine, raspberry,
That's right.
and it was something else.
Yeah.
Juniper?
Was it? No.
I don't know. I was just throwing some.
They're really
I
good
don't
though.
even know what you're talking about. So.
They're really damn good though.
Yeah, and it was very I mean, all the names, but they're all very herbal.
Yeah.
It was very tea-like.
They
It was
also make
absolutely delightful.
They also make non-alcohol cocktails as well, but I haven't found any of those. I think they also make a gin, but I don't know. I need to look into the brand more.
Sign me up.
But all right,
What do you even drink with gin before we move
what do
on?
you drink with gin?
Besides like tonic water?
You can do orange juice. That's called gin and
Yep,
juice.
Nope.
No.
You can do lemon juice. That's called the Tom Collins.
Nope. Can't do that either.
I think I've
Where's the
just
citrus?
been.
I can't have. Yeah, I can't have the citrus juice.
I think I've been just drinking it straight.
Yeah.
Well,
if
some
it's
of
good
us can't
gin,
do that.
if it's a good gin, you can.
Well,
drink
okay,
it.
so I have cherry blossom gin, and it is freaking
I
amazing.
think I've tried that.
I'll have to have you try it. But
Yeah.
I'm also.
It's
I
good.
can't drink hard alcohol, as you've all witnessed.
yeah,
Not doing that again.
been there a couple times.
Don't feel like dying in the water
It's okay.
or in a tank.
It's okay because Bent will just bash your head against every door.
You know, after I heard that, I was like, my head didn't hurt.
Yeah.
So
Just a
I don't
hard
know if that's
head.
just because my whole
I
body
would say
hurt.
you already killed all the brain cells anyway.
No, that's when I. That's a topic for another time.
Yeah,
but I
yep. Another day. We are
did something to
already,
my eye after that. So
We are already at the half. So
go for it.
this is where you can have your ad if you want to. So if you want to have an ad here, let us know. I guess we'll do some free advertising for. I don't know what's a brand that you like.
Well, we just did free advertising for Crown because that's what I'm drinking.
Oh,
And whatever beverage drink.
well,
Boxing
that doesn't
Brothers.
count because we're going to talk about that anyways.
Oh,
Can Gymshark?
No,
new shit.
No,
noob.
no. Get,
Three stripe.
get a copy of the Swoley Bible.
Three stripe life.
I mean, we can do self-advertising. Look up Disaster Affair and go like us on Facebook. There you go. Okay, bye.
Although we have like nothing out there.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna change our cover photo to.
Something
pretty
more
soon.
current.
No, I'm just gonna.
Just do an art.
I'm
like
gonna
you
do
did
an
for
art
this.
piece. Yeah. All right. So now we're into our roulette segment, and we picked the history of cars,
Yes.
which I didn't have a ton of like constructive research because I kept on looking at different sites, and every fucking person had some other bullshit than some other stupid site, and I was getting pissed off. 'Cause it's like, why can't you guys get your shit together and just decide on a history? Jesus fuck.
It's like
Well, I was
where's
surprised the History Channel website was like even
Yeah,
not the same as.
The History Channel contradicted itself.
the History Channel is garbage.
I don't know about that.
No, that's all ancient aliens and Pawn Stars. Like they're not as awesome as they used to be. Like
Yeah,
back
but
in the day,
they still have like historic stuff. Some of their stuff is
Well,
actually legit.
I feel like the birth of cars came from the birth of tractors.
Well, it did, but let's get into steam engines first because that's what came first.
Well, you could talk about that.
All right, so
I didn't do any research. to
steam
be
engines.
honest.
God damn it! Group project, and you're the one that's.
It's been a week, man.
I'm guessing.
I know.
I'm guessing. Sir Ice Cream has the most constructive research.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because I was just getting so mad. I was like, fuck this. It's like, look at this. Look how many things I scribbled out. And I was like, God damn it.
It's 3 things.
Yeah, but there would have been more if I would have kept going.
Also, I can't read any of that.
Yeah, it's fine. That's why I'm glad that nobody's bought any of our notes yet.
Well, I'm sorry if they want mine. I don't have any.
But
all in my head.
What was my notes is now Drew's bathroom.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You said his name too.
I'm not going to say melted ice cream. That's just weird.
You just say Sir Ice Cream. Actually,
Whatever. Anyway, he about said his own name earlier.
His actual name is supposed to be Sir Random.
Oh, okay. Well,
If
you've
that
never
helps,
said that once.
if that
I've
helps,
listened to all
literally
of your-
anything. I put it on the description on one of them.
I didn't look at that, but I've listened. To
Nobody
every
probably
episode.
fucking reads my descriptions. I'm just gonna start putting absolute gibberish in the descriptions and see if
So
anybody notices.
Pause. Did you go fix your introduction
No,
misspelling?
because I was gonna misspell it even worse to see if anybody noticed.
I definitely noticed.
I was gonna put intro duck.
I was like, I've
Chin.
listened to this episode 3 times,
Actually,
and
I'm-
I never noticed I was
I'm
spelled
gonna-
wrong
I'm
until
gonna go
the other day.
I'm gonna go change it right now. I'm gonna change it to duck.
Anyway, back to the history of cars.
Holy shit! Did this never get published? Oh fuck! Go back. Anyway, yeah, back to the history of cars. So steam engine trains were running around 1804.
Did they start with steam or did they start with coal first?
Well, the coal was burnt to boil the water. To
Yeah,
make a steam
it's
I
train.
don't know.
It's all steam.
Yeah, it's an external combustion engine.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So there were trains running around
Trains
already.
are not my forte.
I want to do one about trains eventually. Anyway, we're not getting anywhere.
Trains, planes, and cars.
So there
It's a
were trains already running around before cars were built.
Wild trains in the plains of the Midwest. Continue.
Well, then the Union Pacific built the railroad across the United
Yes.
States.
And then go
And
back to my website.
That's where the highway system kind of ran from too. Was the
So-
railroads.
I don't know if this is going to contradict any of your stuff either. So I'm
No, mine's actually kind of a little more pointed.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mine's
So
not
I'm
really
just gonna
broad.
go. I'm gonna go off then.
Yeah.
So my website that I decided to use says in
Oh
1680, Christian Huygens designed but never built a combustion engine that was made to be fueled by gunpowder.
That would be epic. Also, that would take a lot of gunpowder.
I know, and you would just have to have barrels and barrels of gunpowder just fucking lying
I
around.
think that name
Also-
is Huygens.
Huygens?
Yeah, I think it's Danish.
He's Dutch. It says Dutch.
Oh, okay,
He's Dutch physicist.
so
But he never
neighbor to the Danes.
he never built it. He only designed it.
So it ran on gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, that's what an internal combustion engine is now. It's just
Yeah,
but if you're
just
hauling around barrels of gunpowder,
Yeah.
they're hauling
just
around barrels of gasoline.
just think of instead of
we've seen cars blow up.
well, it's instead of having gas tanks in the ground, you would just have to have barrels and barrels and
Of
barrels of
stockpiled.
gunpowder just fucking sitting around to fill your car with. That would have been terrible.
I want to live in that alternate universe. That sounds fantastic.
That just blows my mind. So it would have to, pun not intended, but it works anyway. How does that even work? Because it'd have to fill itself, like pellet stoves do now.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Mind blown.
I feel like it would be very dangerous.
Well,
though.
as noted, he didn't get it to work.
Well, I know, but still, the concept is crazy.
Yeah. So now we go to 1807. So quite a bit longer gap there. I have no idea how to say this name. Francis.
That's Francois because it's French.
Holy buckets. Francois Isaac de oh god, I suck at names. Rivaz of Switzerland. Invented an internal combustion engine that used a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen for fuel.
So it's like a rocket.
He also designed a car for his engine, which is this says the first internal combustion powered automobile. However, this was a very unsuccessful design. But I also found information that the guy from Benz made the first one, but I think the difference is his was actually patented. Patented.
Patent. Whatever that word is.
That's a good job.
Yep, I'm trying. All right.
I also read that, and it was a single piston,
Yes, and it was
and it was like 38 horsepower.
No, this one was a one-cylinder, less than one horsepower, and only could go 10 miles per hour, and it was like a three-wheeled thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I read something after that then.
Yeah, I don't know, because like there was just so much
Yeah.
information.
I did read the Benz thing though.
Yeah, but I think he was like the only one. Like he was the first one to patent this design. I think, but it also said it was like the first car, and it was like, what the I don't fucking know, man.
Well,
Okay,
that's them Europeans. They're smarter than us.
Yeah, nothing good came out of American.
Even though everyone thinks Henry Ford
Yeah,
was the first guy.
no, he was the first guy to,
Make something faster than
assembly.
10 miles an hour.
Yeah, assembly line. Well, he was the first guy to assembly line
Yeah.
cars instead of hand making every single one of them.
Well, he's like Elon Musk. Like Elon Musk and Tesla did not invent the electric car. They just made it popular and available for people.
All right, so now we hop to 1824. An English designer, Samuel Brown, adapted an old Newcomb steam Newcomb steam engine to burn gas. That was my stomach.
I thought that was on the cats.
Where are you reading? I can't.
Right here.
Oh.
Newcomen.
Yeah, something like that.
So he converted a steam engine to burn gas.
Huh. Yeah, you just need fire somewhere, I guess.
In
Compression.
1858, Belgian-born engineer. Why is his name so long?
Jean Joseph. We'll just.
Jean
it's
Joseph.
Like 4 names, but it's really
Étienne
ridiculous.
Lenoir. We'll go with Jean Lenoir.
Yeah.
Invented and patented.
That word.
Words are hard.
A electric spark ignition internal combustion engine fueled by coal gas. And then he also produced a improved engine using petroleum and what is that word? Carburetor. Primitive carburetor.
What?
I've
That
never
word is easy.
I've never read that before. I did not know that's how that was spelled.
Is it the
Go back
British
to
one?
life science.
And
It's in there.
he put it into a three-wheeled wagon that managed to complete a 50-mile road trip.
And who is this guy?
Jean Joseph.
Jean Lenoir.
And where was he from?
Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Belgium-born. It doesn't say where he was living at the time.
Still European.
In 1862, Alphonse Baudet Roches.
That's Roja, by the way.
Why? It's a
start
French
pronouncing
civil French civil engineer, patented but not build a four-stroke engine. So what is these people like patenting stuff and then not building them?
Probably because they figure out it's too expensive or too hard to actually build multiple of them.
Yeah, you can. The idea of a patent is you have an idea and then you sell it to someone who can actually build it. Usually, it's like engineering concepts.
All right. 1864, an Austrian engineer, Siegfried
Yep.
Marcus built a one-cylinder engine with a crude carburetor and attached this engine to a cart for a 500-foot drive.
Damn, son.
It also said Rocky.
Yeah, a Rocky 500 drive. Several years later, Marcus designed a vehicle that briefly ran at 10 miles per hour, which historians have considered a forerunner of the modern automobile, by being the first gasoline-powered vehicle. However, conflicting notes below.
Yeah, I don't know how trustworthy this site is.
I don't know how trustworthy any of them are because they're all like,
Because I've
Even
never
this
heard
guy-
of any of this.
yeah. Like, this one starts with Carl Benz's, and then it gets to Porsche's hybrid at the World Fair, and then it goes to a woman inventing a windshield wiper, but the industry ignores her. Typical history.
Yeah, we're not going to touch that.
And then Rolls-Royce prototypes the Silver Ghost. What did that look like?
It's, I don't know. I thought it was one of the like very early,
Yeah.
like
It
open
reminds-
wheeled.
Yeah, well, it's one of those that had the cloth top.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
like a 3-inch windshield. It was bigger than 3 inches, but
You want to see? Looks like this.
Oh yeah. It's like a
Yeah.
total gangster car. Yeah.
Yes, car for only gangsters, and that is it. But yeah, so like
It's like the classic Hollywood car.
this is
Yeah.
what was really hard about researching this because it just makes me angry how nobody can fucking get their shit together to say what's what. But this was the one with like the most
Timeline.
dates
Yeah.
with things explaining.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with this one. I forgot where we're at. Oh yeah, 1873, George Brayton, an American engineer, developed an unsuccessful two-stroke kerosene engine. And it was considered the first safe and practical oil engine. My shit's gonna die. Fuck. All right, well, you get to talk now.
Oh no.
Because we're at 10%.
That's before you even got to like Henry Ford.
I know.
So a lot of that, it kind of sounds like it's engineering under the process of evolution. It seemed like it was a lot of different people that were trying to solve a similar problem, and they all kind of came at it from different ways. So I think that's why it's so hard to find an origin, because there was so many people kind of working on it.
Yeah.
The idea of a steam powered vehicle as opposed to like gasoline. Like gasoline was actually like garbage. Like it was a byproduct of making kerosene. So it was something that was just useless. And it's like, oh wait, we can use this as some other form of fuel. And so that's like where a lot of the innovation came from, to have instead of something enormous like a steam engine, having something very small that could work.
Well, and something that's lightweight enough to still move.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's kind of the same way that rocketry works. Most of the reason why you need such a big engine on a rocket is because you're lifting the fuel to power the engine. And it's like a
Right.
locomotive. You need a big steam engine to
Move
push
the
the weight
material.
Yeah, move the whole
the locomotive
train.
itself. So my story starts on Thanksgiving, 1895 in Chicago. So vehicles already kind of existed then, but they're very rare. There's a common saying that the day that the second automobile was invented was the day that racing was invented. So as part of a kind of like a science and innovation thing, the Museum of Science and Technology in Chicago was holding a race, a $5,000 prize, and this is 1895, so that's actually about $150,000.
You skipped like the entire actual birth of cars. What are you?
No,
Are you just doing racing?
I'm starting it in the middle.
Are you just doing racing?
No.
Okay.
Well, no.
Carry on. Never mind.
And this was actually the first sanctioned race in the United States. And it was from the Museum of Science and Technology in Chicago to Evanston, Illinois, which is where Northwestern University is. If you were to do it now, that round trip would be about an hour and 20 minutes by highway. If you were to walk it, it would take you about 14. And you can actually ride a bike about 2 hours. So it's, I think it's 50 miles round trip-ish, or in one direction. So a lot of people wanted this prize money because it was, and then, you get a patent and stuff like that. So they had 80 people sign up. And it was like, all right, cool, we're going to have, a whole field of 80 cars. That year, on Thanksgiving, it snowed, and it was about 30 degrees. And 11 teams were the only ones that kind of showed up. And only 6 of them actually fielded vehicles.
Oh, shit.
Because there's a foot of snow on the ground. And this is, before roads were a thing.
Yeah.
We didn't have highways.
What were the tires like at this time?
There were...
Were there rubber tires yet, or were they still wood?
The rims themselves would have been probably metal, but they wouldn't have had, like, air. It would have just been solid rubber.
Okay. All right.
Because who I'm talking about, we'll get there. Of these 6 cars, 3 of them were Benz powered. So there you go.
Yep.
2 of them were actually Detroit Electrics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, in 1895 we had electric vehicles.
Yeah.
And one of them, I have to say this name right, was designed and built by 2 brothers by the last name of Duryea. And they were actually the first American automakers. So as the race went on, the electric cars made it about 10 blocks and then died. And I think one of the Benzes finished, but they finished about 2 hours after the Duryea. So the first American race was won by an American vehicle. So, hey. So these two brothers, we have Charles and Frank Duryea. They were born in Illinois in 1861 and 1869. So they were late 20s by the time this whole thing was going on. They graduated from college, or high school, and then college in Illinois. And Charles went to study patents in D.C. So he was working in the National Patent Office, and he found out that there's a lot to be done here, like it's this knowledge sink. And so he got really into making patents, and had 61 himself, and his brother had 30.
Jeez.
On his way, so he'd kind of go back and forth from D.C. to back to Illinois, and he would have been about 20 at the time, so we're talking like 1880s. He was at the Illinois State Fair and saw a Benz motor carriage, and thought, I can do that. So he and his brother basically from scratch built an internal combustion engine, and they couldn't figure out how to get a vacuum to blow air through to actually carburate the fuel. So they had to use patents and try to make that work. They also couldn't get a reliable sparking system. So this is kind of this thing's very, very rudimentary. These things they sounded pretty much like lawnmowers. It was this the engines they built were 3 cylinders, and so Charles was one of the patent offices, and his brother Frank then moved to Massachusetts and actually had like a shop, like a machinist shop. So Charles would send the drawings to his brother, and he'd build stuff, but Charles would file the patents under his own name and not his brother's. So there's a little bit of tension.
Oh.
So he's not getting credit for all the stuff. But together they were able to build the first purpose-built car. And actually, P.T. Barnum from Barnum and Bailey actually bought one, and they would run it in the front of their parade when they would come to town. They would unload it off the train. So they were actually quite successful. They were the first incorporated company that just built automobiles. They actually originally got their start building bicycles, so it was kind of just like a next evolution. So they knew how to build frames, they knew how to do wheels, but they didn't really know how to do brakes. Because you just kind of pedal backwards.
Yeah.
So these things are horribly dangerous. They didn't have reverse because they built on what they knew. They knew bicycles.
Yeah, so you only go one direction.
Yeah, and good luck stopping this thing. They did eventually develop a transmission that used planetary gears as the reduction. So usually you'd think gears like this. It was one that went around, and that was actually then those patents were used to make the first transmission for the Model T, which was actually directly inspired by the Duryea brothers. At the World's Fair, they had their booth in their car, and Henry Ford saw it and was like, I could do that. And then, built one of those popular cars of all time. So this car was the first 3-cylinder internal combustion engine. It was the first planetary transmission, and it was the first car to have pneumatic tires. And the first mass-produced car, it sold for $1,600, and again, that's about it's really expensive with inflation. It's close to like $80,000 today. Had 4 wheels, so the other one had 3, and they would build about 60 in a year. So this is actually kind of like a huge luxury item. And they looked a lot like horse-drawn carriages because that was the idea. This is all the evolution of the engineering. So they had the the drop top that only like came like just over your head, because the passengers would sit in the back, and then the driver would normally be holding the reins for a horse, but they're just holding this weird steering wheel thing. It didn't actually have a steering wheel. It had this. It was a direct drive. So the wheels were just on like one single pivot, and it went up, and you would hold this rod and you would steer by just pointing the wheels
like a boat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like a outboard motor on a boat, and then the throttle was controlled the way a motorcycle was. It was twist, and then of course there was other pedals for like choke. Like this completely like rudimentary, but it worked, and they were able to sell them. And then Ford kind of rocked the boat when it came with the Model T because it was cheap as hell, and everyone bought one.
Well, yeah, that's because they started the assembly line.
Yeah, they were able to mass produce them.
Yeah, you would just, instead of trying to make every part on a car, it's just like one person makes one part over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then somebody puts the car together down the line. So it's just like, it was just so revolutionary because of how cars were made before, which is like hand built every single time. And if something goes wrong, you don't know like which part it is. But if something goes wrong on an assembly line, you can usually tell where it came from or like where it started going wrong.
So all these Duryea cars were actually there's only 50 employees for the whole company, and they were all hand built and bespoke. Or, each one was an original. There's actually a few of them that still have survived. There's some crazy old people that
still have them. Yeah.
So to combat the Model T, they created the buggy-ot, like think astronaut and buggy-ot, and sold for $700, and it was a 2-cylinder air-cooled engine, and this car was actually customizable. So you can order like a different top for it, or you can have like running boards or steps. However, Frank had grown very tired of all of Charles's shit and kicked him out of the company. And so they were then financed by a third party, and they were not able to, they're just being outcompeted by Ford, basically. Mm-hmm. So my notes here say Ford then dropped the Model T. Shit, guys, what the fuck? And so they again tried to undercut Ford, and they made a $250 four-wheeled motorcycle, is what they described it as, and it can actually get 65 miles to the gallon. They built 6 of them, and then the company went under.
Oh no!
So those actually never made it to like mass production or anything like that. I don't know if any of those survived, but So the Duryea brothers are hilarious because of the family feud. But as I kind of opened with it, it was very much the evolution of what we had and what was being built. This was very, very interesting that they were able to come up with all that stuff by themselves. But being patent office workers, they had access to a wealth of knowledge. So the first American car company wasn't very successful, but they did it. and they won the first race.
Yeah. All right, so we already talked about Carl Benz's first automobile. This is what this thing looks like, by the way.
Yeah.
So it looks like a little 3-wheeled.
It looks like a glorified wheelchair.
Yeah, it's pretty funny looking.
I like how the steering is just like a crank on the top.
Yeah. So at one of the World's Fair, Ferdinand Porsche debuts his hybrid car. So the first Porsche was an electric car. And then it all went downhill from there.
Do you consider that an electric car, though? Because I'm pretty sure it came from, like, a gas
generator. Yeah, like, it was a gas engine to generate power. So, I'd say technically a hybrid.
That's what a hybrid is, but it's not technically, like, an electric car.
It's not fully electric.
Yeah.
So it's like a Prius.
I literally said that in the beginning of the paragraph.
Yeah. Yeah. What did it say? A century before the Toyota Prius. And then in 1906, Rolls-Royce does the Silver Ghost. And it's the best car in the world
Was that
at
self-proclaimed?
that time.
Oh, well, yeah, because what was their competition? This three-wheeled wheelchair and this...
The Model T.
Okay.
So, which would you buy?
Well, I'd be able to afford the Model T.
Yeah. If even that, at that point.
I mean, today you wouldn't be able to, but
No. Yeah.
Apparently,
I wonder how many of them Silver Ghosts are even left.
Probably not that many.
I can't.
There's probably
imagine
more
there would
Model
be.
Ts left.
Oh, yeah, for
For
sure.
sure. So in 1912, Cadillac makes the engine crank obsolete. So they basically invented the electric starter.
oh, the actual starter motor instead of...
Yeah. So the starter eliminates the need for drivers to hand crank cars to life. A process that led to broken arms and other injuries.
Have you tried to crank one of them things?
Have you?
Yes.
Why? How? When?
It was at a car show. It didn't
Uh,
actually start the engine, but they left you crank it.
No.
Man, that thing's rough.
So in 1915, C.R. Patterson and Sons of Greenfield, Ohio, becomes the history's first and only African American owned car company. Which is pretty cool. Oh, until the Depression.
I was going to say, a lot of car companies
Yeah.
went under. Either in the Depression or post World
Yeah.
War II.
Yeah. 1934, Chrysler Airflow streamlines auto design.
Oh, yeah. This is like the first actual closed body.
Chrysler arrives prematurely with its streamlined airflow models, whose teardrop-shaped forward-set cabin are inspired by aircraft, and the first automotive wind tunnel testing.
Ooh. See, that's one of those, I always think that wind tunnel is it's a, a brand new technology, stuff like that.
No, it's been
Yeah,
around.
it's been around that long.
But the airflow was an epic sales flop, and production canceled in 1937. But then other automakers stole their idea. That's Citroen, whatever. Oh, yeah. May 1938, Hitler launches the Volkswagen Beetle.
Yep.
As if I didn't already hate them. I'm just going to hate them some more.
Oh, I like them. I think they're great.
They look weird.
They definitely look weird. The old ones look...
Better.
Oh, I was going to say the old ones look derpier.
I think the old ones are way better.
I think the new ones that they have now...
Not the latest ones.
Yeah, like the newest
Well, they're
ones.
like the two body styles mashed together.
Yeah.
Which is fine, I guess. But like the 2000s version, no thanks.
The new Beatles.
Yeah, where they just like bubbly
Yeah, it
blobs.
doesn't make any sense.
No, they made an RSI version of it that had I think it had 4-wheel drive and 300 horsepower, but never made it to the States
I was gonna
because
say that's
we don't
European
get
for
we don't get
sure.
anything nice.
So here's when we went wrong. November 14th, 1940.
Oh god.
Willys Overland delivers the first ever Yeep. Yeah.
And the word America was coined the day after.
Oh God.
And from the Willy was born the Wrangler.
Yeah.
But never mind. I'm not
Something
gonna
you
go
wouldn't
there.
understand.
May 11th, 1947. Enzo Ferrari's first red car debuts.
Piece of shit.
Meow. I heard that. Yeah.
Well, and a lot of stuff was born after World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the huge economic boom after that.
Yeah. From the ashes of World War II comes the tail fin. 1948.
Yeah.
Well, because that was kind of streamlined from all of the aircraft that was being
Yeah.
born
Yeah.
Well,
for the war.
with
Because
the
that's all we were building for a while.
yeah, I do believe there's a whole thing like I know Koenigsegg, they're Swedish brand, but they're built in an old airplane factory. It's kind of the same thing with the United States. They just retooled a lot of those airplane factories to make cars.
June 11th, 1955, Mercedes 300 SL crashes horrifically at Le Mans.
Oh, is that the one? Yeah, like it barrels into the grandstands and like
Yeah.
killed like
Yeah.
100 people.
Yeah.
Honestly, Le Mans could be like a whole other topic.
Yeah.
Let's get
Yeah,
into.
Le Mans could be a topic.
It's Le Mans.
Yeah.
Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Le Mans. August 13th, 1958, Volvo offers drivers the chance to buckle up.
Yeah.
So
And
there,
they
there wasn't seatbelts on these motherfuckers.
no, on any of them. And Volvo purposely did not patent the
Yeah,
3-point
so
seatbelt.
people could use it.
Well, and that even came from an airplane engineer.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't even
Well, and
anything special.
the U.S. didn't mandate seatbelts until 1968.
Oh, jeez.
So a whole, 9 years.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking. Yeah, like old Ford Falcons, they don't have places to like attach seatbelts. I think it might have been like an option or something like that. But yeah,
Oh.
You look at all like the 50s trucks, and none of them have
Yeah.
seatbelts.
Yeah.
or even like a place to put them if you wanted them. Like,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's an important one too. August 26th, 1959, the Mini Revolution.
Oh yeah.
It's when minis are born, and they're amazing, and they're still amazing. I wish I could get my hands on an old one
Yeah.
because goddamn, they're so tiny and amazing.
You drive a smart car.
Yeah, so it's probably about the same size to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't know. I haven't really checked to see.
There's one
they definitely
tootling around town.
they're lower to the ground than
Yeah.
my smart car is. But yes, and it's one of the first cars with front wheel drive, I think.
I do know it was the first front wheel drive rally car,
Okay, that might be the case.
and it like tore everything up. Like it
Yeah.
dominated
Yeah.
because it was so light and it could just change direction so quick, and then all the power is just right over all the weight.
What is this about?
Well,
Oh, okay, so now they're talking about the Mustang and the Camaro releasing
yeah, the muscle car era.
and Carroll Shelby.
Yeah.
Skip over all of that.
Yeah.
Beating the fuck out of Enzo Ferrari and Le
Fuck 'em.
Mans. And then
Yeah, the
basically
rest of
them
this is
changing the
kinda like
rules so Ford
whatever.
can't race.
Oh, July 31st, 1971, the first lunar rover cruises the moon.
Nice.
That's pretty dope.
Still
I
up
wonder
there.
what are they made that out of? I wonder. It doesn't say, but
Sure, it's all aluminium.
no, I meant like what do they run off of?
It is electric. It's not a gas-powered car. There's no air up there.
Yeah, I know, but like who made the engines?
Oh,
Who made the electric engines?
I don't know.
It was that just like a NASA
I'm sure it's probably a NASA thing.
invention?
Some
Because
of the
it's also going to
parts-
have to like survive
Yeah.
going through the ozone and all that
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
and
And
G-force and all that.
I thought GM might have had a hand in some of it. I know Goodyear did the tires, that quote unquote tires. They don't really have air,
Yeah.
but I thought GM had some type of stake in it.
March 5th, 1981, McLaren creates the first carbon fiber race car. So
81?
81.
Wow. I thought that was like a 90s
it's-
thing. This is like it's a race car or road car?
Race car.
Yeah. Within one season, it rendered its rivals in Formula One obsolete.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I think they like Formula One gave them a whole bunch of money to start using carbon fiber in their bodies too, or something. I don't remember how that went. October 1997, the Toyota Prius
Really,
Is-
97?
is launched in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It didn't come over to us till like
I thought it
2000
was-
something.
yeah, we didn't get it right away.
Yeah, I thought it was like 04.
I was thinking like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Wow. Is that old?
and then
97?
Yeah.
97 in Japan.
Japan's already like, they're 20 years ahead of us anyway.
Then we jump to 2005 when the Bugatti Veyron becomes the world's fastest production car.
Everybody got Bugattis.
Yikes.
There's another song there, but I'm not going to sing it.
December
Woke
2008.
up in a new Bugatti.
Oh, God.
He read my mind.
Woke up in a new Bugatti.
December 2008, a robotic Prius delivers pizza.
Nice.
In California, right? If I remember right.
Yep, California startup.
Dope.
It was called the Pre-Bot.
That's gross.
That sounds gross.
June 12th, 2012, the Tesla Model S comes out. And they've been ugly ever since. Do they spell his... Oh, no, he doesn't.
Really? No.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
No.
this is the last entry. Are you ready? November 15th, 2020. Lewis Hamilton takes record 7th Formula One title.
He tied the record. He didn't-
Was Schumacher.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll stop there.
I don't know. Apparently they're kind of fast this week.
Wait, we were supposed to talk about F1 this time.
Well, you started it.
I didn't expect that to be on here. I didn't read that far down.
It's fine.
Wow.
Plus, we're like overtime.
Yeah, it's not that far.
So yes, this has been the shittiest rundown of the history of automobiles.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't even get into like the high horsepower stuff, which is what I would have talked about
Oh.
if I had time to research.
Yeah.
Womps.
Did you what did you have though? Like, did you have anything?
I don't have anything.
No, I shouldn't have anything.
So
Which is fine.
did you just want to do like the horsepower wars of like the 60s or like how?
Low power for life. That's all I got.
Oh my god. Why are you like this?
No, I've only said it like a million times, but
It's true.
As much as I don't like Dodge as a company, I am very, very happy that they exist because they are a $1 billion a year company run by teenagers, and it's fantastic.
I know.
How fast can we make this? How brightly colored can we make
So
it?
sad that they're going to start doing electric shit instead of like more high horsepower.
Yeah, but now we get to learn, now we get to look forward to high performance electric stuff where it'll just like burn out its entire battery in 5 minutes.
Look, I don't think electric powered vehicles is the future because we have the electrical grid is already overloaded.
Well, and
What if everyone's charging their car at night? That's going to be ridiculous.
it's like, what does it take to make electricity most of the time?
Coal.
Mm-hmm.
California a couple days ago ran on 89% renewable energy.
Well, fuck California, but
It'll be different if all these windmills that are going up in our area
hey, we can bitch.
put
We can.
power in our area
We have
instead of shipping it somewhere else.
We have someone that works in windmills that we can bitch to.
We also have someone who works for a power company.
Yeah, but he doesn't do
Well, not
power.
really.
He knows.
No, he doesn't.
He may get his paychecks from there, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything with the power. You loon.
But yeah, I'm a little sad that, gas powered things are going to be obsolete
Yeah.
by 2030 or whatever the law
They
passed
yeah.
is.
I mean, I'm still gonna keep my smart car
Because it's
forever
going to
and ever.
make like the racing industry that much harder.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's what it needs.
Not like your F1 stuff.
Well,
I'm
yeah, I
saying
know,
all
but
the, local racers.
yeah,
It's going to make
Yeah,
things
like all
a
the
lot more difficult.
Yeah, the dirt track people. It's like
Yeah, and that's where racing started was in the dirt.
No, it was in the snow. I told you.
Well, look,
ah,
no one wants to race in the snow. No one wants to go out when it's in the
I'm racing
snow.
in the snow. As long as my car's got a heater.
You don't even leave the house anymore.
I know, it's kind of sad, but
I can't even imagine trying to drive in the snow with one of them things. I don't want to drive in the snow now.
Oh no, I didn't.
yeah, especially with like full rubber tires.
And not a reliable vehicle.
No, so I said that the journey now, like just like I was looking at Google Maps, the track, it would take an hour and 20 round trip. The Duryea brothers did it in 7 hours and 24 minutes.
How do you do they just pee out the side? What do you do?
They probably stopped for
7
lunch.
hours.
You remember that one episode of that 70s show
There's too many.
where
I
they had
honestly
their
don't know.
hand stuck to the van?
Oh yeah, You just
One
had
of those
pee-
situations.
Pee bottle. Yikes.
The best episode.
Anyways, it's probably where we'll end today, unless you got anything else over there.
Are you gonna spin the wheel?
Oh shit! Fuck.
This ain't even my show.
Every time.
I mean, unless Drew's got something to add.
Look at you have.
God damn it.
No, that's pretty
No,
much
I'm
it.
gonna spin the wheel. I didn't have to say
That was
anything.
a sad
We
spin.
have games.
Games.
Finally.
What kind of games?
Any kind
What?
of game.
Any kind of game.
Okay.
You can do video game. You can do board. Are you guys gonna do the same game, or are you gonna pick different
Yeah,
games?
we'll do the same game.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, we should do Red Dragon Inn.
Settlers of Catan.
I thought you were
No.
gonna pick Stardew. I was like, please don't.
Ah!
No, we should do Red Dragon Inn.
Red Dragon Inn. Okay.
I have no
I
idea
don't.
what that
Well,
is.
Alex has it.
that one's. I don't know. It's kind of new.
New kid.
New Kid has it.
You're just as bad as me.
This is why we need a whiteboard that has everyone's
That's
name
not
on it.
gonna help any. I'm not gonna look at it.
You get like a hat with like a clip.
I don't think that would help either.
No, okay. So I don't know how much there is to research about that.
Did you
though.
touch the knob? It's so much louder now. Is it louder
No.
for you?
No.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
He didn't
Probably
touch
just my
anything.
headphones.
Okay.
I'm having
It's fine.
I smell
just you.
toast. I'm having a stroke.
Dude, that's not funny.
No.
Yeah, that actually is one of the symptoms of the stroke is you're smelling toast.
Well, I was thinking about that shark
Yeah,
comment.
I know.
What is it that we smell? Is it toast?
No, it's blood. Frank, I think I'm having a stroke.
That
you wanna
just
do-
brings me to the one video we reference a lot.
Soup?
No. Jerry!
Hey!
It's the almighty Jerry.
You, Jerry!
So
Richard.
I don't know how much there is to research on Red Dragon Inn.
No, we just like explain it and then explain stories with it.
Okay.
Is this like a board game or what is
Yeah,
this?
it's a
Yeah.
board game.
Oh.
Oh, card based.
I'm not cultured in games other
So
than like
we'll have
Xbox.
to go over there and steal it or play it over there.
Okay. Do we want to do a satellite broadcast next week?
What?
Because we're going to be gone
What?
on Friday.
Are you recording in Omaha?
Oh, I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Because I might have a guest lined up if we do it in Omaha.
Will not be me.
No, it won't.
So it wouldn't be you.
No.
Would she
Be
play the game though?
wherever-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say be wherever you're
So
saying.
she's a
Yeah.
bigger nerd than both of us combined.
Does she even have a name yet?
Skaldmere.
Yeah. Okay, that's the
Oh,
first
I
time
thought
I've
it was-
heard that.
I thought it was something else. I thought it was like,
No, that's what she's in my phone as.
okay, whatever. It works. Yeah, I guess we'll do it there. I
Okay.
suppose. See
Sweet.
if she can be on if she wants.
Well, thanks for having me, even though I did not participate very well.
Well, I'm pretty sure you'll be on again. So
I'm sure I will be.
Yeah.
But I know for your first guest,
Could be
I
a
was terrible.
reoccurring
Yeah,
special
that's
guest.
that's all right.
Work had to been so crazy.
Yeah.
And last weekend was a nightmare.
Yeah, this was kind of a shit topic to research, anyways.
I mean,
It would have been fun to do like the birth of high horsepower racing engines, but you know, I didn't have time.
We can do that some other time.
yeah. Add it to the list.
Eventually, I'll run out of topics to think of doing.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
All right. Well, all right. How should we do our outro with the
We
three of
have
us?
a third party. I don't know how we do this.
I just did mine. I said thanks for having me.
Okay.
Oh, you're not gonna do.
So you can do your normal outro because that's what you should do.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
all right. You're
Fine.
out.
Thanks.
All right, everyone. Stay hydrated. Don't die. We'll see you next time.
Bye.